When you need to build up your team to handle the growing chaos at work, use Indeed Sponsored Jobs. It gives your job post the boost it needs to be seen and helps reach people with the right skills, certifications, and more. Spend less time searching and more time actually interviewing candidates who check all your boxes. Listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. That's Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Need a hiring hero? This is a job for Indeed Sponsored Jobs.
This episode is brought to you by Accenture. When your advertising operations fall out of sync, everything else follows. Spotify and Accenture are working together to reinvent the rhythm of ad sales, using automation, analytics, and smarter workflows to simplify campaign delivery and access better data across the business. The result? Less time spent on operations, more time connecting brands with the moments and fandoms that matter most. Learn more at accenture.com/Spotify.
Have you ever started the journey thinking you knew exactly how long it would take, only to realize the destination was much farther away than you imagined? This is Summit After the Storm podcast, and I'm Bart Wilbanks. After spending the night crossing the Adriatic Sea, our ferry arrived in Patras, Greece. We actually docked ahead of schedule. Just after noon, we weren't even supposed to arrive until after 1 p.m. I remember looking at the map and thinking, great, we'll probably be in Athens by 2, 3 p.m. at the worst. I couldn't have been more wrong. Getting off the ferry was only the beginning. To reach Athens, we had to catch a bus, then a train, another transfer, a bus, a train, etc. And somewhere along the way, I lost count. Each time we stepped off one train or a bus, we found ourselves looking around trying to figure out where to go next. Is this the right platform? Is that our train? Is that our bus? Are we at the wrong bus stop? Did we miss something? Traveling through a country where you don't speak the language has a way of making even simple decisions feel uncertain. Then there was the alphabet. As an engineer, seeing all those Greek letters together brought me right back to college. Alpha, beta, sigma, theta, delta. In engineering school, they represented equations and variables. In Greece, they represented train stations and bathrooms and coffee shops, and I honestly couldn't tell sometimes whether I was walking into a train station, a restaurant, a restroom, or accidentally solving a calculus problem. Thankfully, we kept making the right choice. The good news was that the scenery was beautiful. As we traveled across Greece, we passed mountains, valleys, olive groves, and small towns that most tourists never see. The delays weren't what we had planned, but they became part of the adventure. Hour after hour passed. We had started the afternoon ahead of schedule, yet we didn't arrive in Athens until later that evening, and everyone was exhausted. Everyone was hungry. So before doing anything else, we found a restaurant and enjoyed our very first authentic Greek meal together. After dinner, we went back to our apartment. Curious, we went up to the top floor, the rooftop, and there we found what had to be the smallest swimming pool we've ever seen. It made us laugh. But then we looked beyond the rooftop, and standing above the city,
I wrote a little song to remind you, Choice Hotels get you more of the experiences you value. The Cambria Hotel's got it all. A rooftop bar, have a ball. Bring a date, your squad, or even your mom. Book direct at choicehotels.com.
This summer, soccer is here, and so are the watch parties. And Uber Eats has your game day essentials covered. Everything you need to keep your crowd happy, delivered straight to your door. Get wings, pizza, chips, dips, fresh ingredients, and more. Keep the soccer going and all your game day essentials flowing. Order in so you can lock in for the games. Only on Uber Eats for a limited time.
Bathed in the evening light was Acropolis. Tomorrow, we would finally climb to the top and look around. Standing on that rooftop, I realized how often life works the same way. We estimate how long something should take. We make plans, set timelines, then life adds transfers, delays, unexpected stops, and waiting. The destination may still be exactly where we're supposed to go, but it just takes longer than we expected to get there. Proverbs 16:9 says, "In their hearts, humans plan their course, but the Lord establishes their steps." I love that verse because it reminds me that while we made our plans, God often writes a different itinerary, one that is usually better than the one we would have chosen ourselves. Whether you're building a career, raising a family, recovering from a setback, or chasing a dream, very few meaningful journeys happen on the schedules that we planned. Sometimes the promotion takes longer. Sometimes healing takes longer. Sometimes the answer to your prayer takes longer. It doesn't mean that you're headed in the wrong direction. It simply means there are lessons to learn between each transfer. Progress isn't measured by how quickly you arrive. It's measured by faithfully taking the next step, even when you don't know exactly where it will lead. Maybe today, you're in one of those seasons where the journey is taking much longer than you expected. Don't let the delay convince you that God has forgotten you. Sometimes the road to where God is leading you includes more stops than you would have planned. But every step, every transfer, and every delay is still moving you closer to the destination He has prepared. If today's episode encouraged you, would you do me a favor? Share it with someone who may need to hear it. And if you haven't already, be sure to follow Summit After the Storm podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Amazon Music, YouTube, or wherever you listen. Season 4 follows our family's journey across Europe, discovering timeless lessons from history, culture, faith, leadership, and family. Tomorrow we'll climb to the top of the Acropolis and discover why one of the world's greatest ancient landmarks still has lessons to teach us today. Until next time, keep climbing. Poly poly.